Hey, girly poppy friends. So welcome back. Today we are going to try two Tick Tok hacks and see how it goes. I've already done all the primer and everything. My face has been set for hours and hours. Oh, shit. Hey, girly pop friends. Welcome back. So today we are going to do two Tick Tok hacks. One for under the eyes, and the other one is going to be that 53 thing for doing contouring. So let's see how it goes. All right, so I've already set my face with all the scrubs and such, but I'm going to put on my e.l.f. primer. I'm trying to pan down all my e.l.f. because I won't be buying them anymore, so I'm just trying to use it up. So I'm going to be using it today. I'm gonna do this. This is actually my favorite primer too. It kind of sucks, but you know, when you're a jerk and you follow and say it's okay to beat on women, you know, when you follow a dude who makes jokes about women and beating up women, we got an issue. So I'm gonna do my primer and get that out of the way. Yeah, what I like about this though, and hopefully somebody in the comments will come back and tell me another one, it feels like silk going on my skin. So I absolutely love this. I love it. So we're gonna start with the first hack, which is the white under eye. Put white in your under eyes so that you can get, oh gosh, I can't even talk today. So you can get rid of dark circles. As you see, mine are pretty bad. They're hereditary, and lucky me, right? And I have allergy rings, and they're pretty hollow because as I'm getting older, I'm losing volume. So things are happening. That's what happens when you're old, unfortunately. So here we go. We're gonna only do like a dot because I did try this before and it took like forever to even get it to do anything. So we're just gonna do a tiny dot, okay? It'd probably help if I actually had something on there. Ah, there we go. It's just white. Okay, so that's all I'm doing on this eye. And we're gonna just check it out, see how it goes. We're gonna use a sponge. This is just one of the ones I got from Five Below. It was like a $5 for like 10 sponges, so I just bought it for me and the kids. All right, so here we go. So yeah, this is pretty insane. And blending takes a long time because this is not very probably would have helped if I would have dampened this before I started this video, but I didn't, so there we have it. So there you go. So it's dry, unfortunately, because I made the mistake of forgetting to. No, I didn't do too bad. The last time I tried this, my whole face was just pure white because, unfortunately, I put way too much on, and it did not work out well at all. So yeah. So now I always put color corrector on the top part because, as you see, I have dark rings all the way around. So I don't like them. I just like to have kind of like the empty palette, you know. So I'm looking into a mirror over here just so I can make sure that it's all rub-a-dubbed in. It's not too bad, though it didn't really do anything about the shadow, but I know a lot of this is shadow. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But we're going to take a little bit of concealer and see what that does. See if that helps it a little bit. And I think actually this eye looks a lot more hollow if I'm looking at it in this mirror. This looks like it's a lot more hollow now, so than it did with the circles. I mean, the circles make it hollow, but it looks a lot worse, I think. So we're gonna try to get the hollowness out, and I probably put that in the wrong spot. But this is also another little trick I picked up, and I haven't tried it yet. This is from a creator that I follow, and her name is Amanda Z, and if you check her out, she's got a cool little channel. She's, does a lot of drugstore makeup type of stuff, so, check her out. She's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to dot this in. Oh, from what I'm understanding, is this hopefully helps with the hollowness of the eyes, since it gets all the way around. Tap, 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 tap. It's so much tapping, isn't it? Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. It's a lot of tapping. Oh. So I figured I'd do this video because I needed to relax after this lovely day of the news cycle with the Epstein files coming out. As you can see, I'm wearing my Cinco de MAGA shirt, which means fuck your MAGA. So if you think that, that doesn't align with your values, I get it, but that's definitely not something that I'm willing to back down on, because as far as I'm concerned, if you think what's happening in this world right now, where people are being kidnapped and people are being shot for helping somebody else or driving away, or you are okay with child sex abuse, then we can't be friends anyway. So it's just not cool with me. Those two things, it's just not something I'm willing to divert my values on and be friends with somebody who thinks that's okay. So I don't know if that actually did anything for the hollowness, but it did cover up the circle pretty well. Like, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, well, we'll see what it looks like when the foundation goes on here in a second. It's gonna look awkward because I only did one eye. But that's okay. Oh, I did not bring the other lovely color concealer in here. I should have, to do this video, but I should have, and we could have tested it. But go figure, I did not. And I can't get back in the bathroom right now because my daughter is raiding in Final Fantasy, and she's sitting, her chair is right in front of the pathway to the bathroom door. We only have one bathroom, so it's pretty awesome. But this is pretty good. It's kind of time consuming though. This is pretty good. It's a pretty good little hack. Works okay. I wouldn't say it works great. I mean, you can still see some stuff, but it's not as shadowy. If I could figure out a way to, get rid of those things, I'll just keep watching videos, and hopefully I will find a way to get rid of the shadows and all of that stuff. So now we're gonna do the foundation, and it's gonna look really funky because only one eye is done. So that's okay though, because we'll be able to tell the difference of what it looks like with just foundation and nothing else. And the one side, which, yeah, this is my left side, which would be right to you, I believe. So yeah, so I'm using my CoverGirl Simply Essence Age Skin Perfection. That's what I'm using, and you can see I've used a lot of it. I've had it for a long time. I mean, I'm trying to pan it down because I am trying a different foundation I'm going to be trying. in a different video I will show you. So we're gonna be trying that, but I'm just trying to get this pan down so that we can, you know, move along to the next one. Because I don't really wear makeup that much anymore, just because I work from home. So, and when I was working outside of the house, I did wear a little bit of makeup, but not a whole lot. And I didn't really really get into it until, like, you know, when I was working my last position before I started working from home. But I still was like unsure of my skills and my abilities, and I'm still pretty unsure of my skills and ability. And my beautiful little baby cat just knocked down my stuff. So, be right back. Okay, that was fun. So, now we're going to apply foundation, and then we're going to get that going. Because I want to do the foundation, and I only did a tiny bit. As you see, this is pretty old and it's runny. And I'm just trying to pan it down, but it really does work really well. Like, to cover up the fine lines and wrinkles and stuff. It does work really well, but I want to try something different for once. So you'll get to see about that. You'll get to see how that works out. So here we go. So boop, 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 boop. And I'm using my hand because I'm a freaking Neanderthal, right? Because I don't care much about... Ooh. See, that's kind of harsh to cover up. Like, that's not easy. Like with the foundation, it's not slippy sliding like it should to go, you know, onto the skin. So that's a little harsh to cover up with foundation. You know, because that's kind of like sticky almost. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of sticky. All right, so do a little bit more just because that is so sticky. Just under the eyes, you know, just kind of get that, because yeah, that's like stick. And do on top of my eyes. There we go. Blend it in. Ooh, look at that. I can see it's picking up the white though. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. It's different. But you can see the difference of the one eye that has no concealer or white concealer. White color corrector. I don't even know what it is. It's just white. It's Simmer and Comfort Concealer. Okay, I don't know. And it's LA Colors, and I think I got this off Amazon for like $3. But it'll work really well if I get shades that are too dark or whatever for my skin. But you know, not that I do that because I'm so pale naturally. I don't generally get, you know, dark skin, darker makeup because, well, I'm so pale. My skin tone is pretty light. But, alright, so, alright, now that the foundation is on, you can see the difference. This eye is definitely still a little darker, and the circle is a little more prominent, but I don't think it's all that much more prominent, quite frankly. At least to me, it doesn't look much different than the other eye, honestly. It doesn't look very much different, in my opinion. Like, my left eye is just a little bit whiter than my right. At least that's what I'm seeing. You guys might see different in the camera. I don't know, but that's what I see. So, all right, now here comes the fun. So we're gonna try the 50-30 thing, and that's going to be something about to do with contouring. So this is getting interesting now. Hold on. I have to remember what the 50-30 was. So hold on. Bear with me. Okay, so I went and I did the dots. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here we go. And try it. Supposed to make a 3. There's 3. Okay, you see the 3. And then take the concealer, which is an e.l.f. concealer. Again, trying to pad down. This is a contouring stick that I bought from Yes Style because I had never had a contouring stick before. I've never used one, and I bought it. It was like a couple of bucks. So, and that was for like the New Year's sale or something. So obviously I, just trying something different. Okay, here we go. So we connected those. So we're supposed to connect the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I do? How did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how I miscounted. I don't know how that doesn't look like a 5 to me. But okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it. All right. So yeah, it doesn't look like a 5 to me. But maybe that's because I'm an idiot. I don't know. Maybe it looks like a 5 to you, but it doesn't look like a 5 to me. So here we go. We're going to take my very clean brush and we're going to just start blending. Blend, 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 blendy, blendy. Ooh, that's actually pretty though. That is pretty. Like it's a pretty color. And then our concealer is supposed to come in and save us from the crazy, right? And do all the blending. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, just got hair in my eye. That's never good. Okay, I'm not feeling all the glam up in here. But I'm not seeing anything good. I'm not feeling any glam. Let's try this. I don't know. I don't see any contour at all here. I don't see anything. I see a bunch of concealer. That's all I see. But I still have a whole nother side of my face. So I'm gonna try something. Because this didn't seem like it worked that well for me. Maybe it's because I'm so light. Or maybe. Who knows? I don't know. It didn't seem to work. It didn't seem to work though, kids. I don't see any contouring there. Yeah, I don't feel all glam, that's for sure. I don't see anything. I see nothing. I see just a bunch of concealer stick. But let's try something. Just since we're still on this side, let's do this. Let's try doing it over concealer. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. And then we just try it again. Let's see what happens. Right? Can't hurt to try. And we'll try blending again. Oh wait, let's go back to my stick. My brush, my stick brush. And sorry, I have a double chin. Sorry, I'm a normal woman. And I'm getting old, so there's that. So I think that might have made a little bit of a difference. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really see anything. Still, I don't see anything really. I don't see nothing. I just see a whole bunch of really super light foundation or concealer. Made my face whiter. I got whiter. Isn't that great? All right, let's try this on the other side. But at least I'm like learning where the things are supposed to go. I don't know. I don't see anything on this side at all. All right, let's try let's try the other side and see if I can see it and not use the concealer and see what happens. Because if we don't use the concealer and see what happens, then the 3 worked, at least for me, but the 5 did not. All right, let's try this one more time. Good thing it's a whole stack of hair. All right, there, on the cheek, and on the jawline, right? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's a funky looking 3, but it's a 3. Okay. So we're gonna do this and just see what happens, okay? This mirror has a light on it. It's a cute little kitty mirror. It has a light on it though, so that's super helpful. All right, so what do you think? This side, which doesn't seem to have anything, but it's got the concealer. And then this side, which you can see the little bronzer right there. And the contour sticks out a little bit more. It could be because this is a super, like a lighter color because I have light skin, you know. As I said, I have super white, you know, I can't really help that. Unfortunately, I wish I had darker skin, a darker skin tone because, you know, makeup would probably look a lot better on me if I had a little bit of a darker skin tone, but I don't. So, yeah. Okay, so there we go. So this is what it looks like. Just 3 on my face. On this side. I don't know if you guys can see all that. But I can see a tiny bit. I can still see that and up here. And then we'll do, since we're sitting here, we'll do this. And there. And you know what? Let's do the straight line. Why not? Do the straight line. Why not? It's fun. We're just having fun with makeup. So there we go. Give this up here some color. There. Yeah, the rest of my makeup kit's in the bathroom, so I can't even go get it. That's okay though. I'm coming to you from my bedroom, so, but that's all right. I don't mind. I'm gonna have to go through there to get in the shower at some point. So I have to get ready for bed to get up for work in the morning because, you know, the job. Yeah, see, I wish I would contour a way to get this super stupid double chin fat to go away, but there's just not. So, oh yeah, lose weight, which I'm trying to, but you know, easier said than done in most cases, unless you're like, trying for the hot girl summer with the Wegovy or the Ozempic and, all of those things, which are not my jam. I prefer diet and exercise. And that's how I roll. Okay, so there we have it. We have this side, which has no concealer, which I can actually see the bronzer. This side has concealer, and I can't see the bronzer. So whatever, right? And that is our little experiment. Now, I want to take you back to my eyes. Okay, here's what's really interesting to me is that the one with the concealer and the foundation looks just as light as the one with the white and the concealer. However, what I find interesting is with the white and the concealer, it's all very sticky. Like, it's very, very sticky. I would not, this isn't blended very well either, I don't think. It's not something I would really go for. It definitely is not a look I would go for because it's a little funky looking to me. It's just sticky, and that really bothers me. I don't like the sticky. I don't like anything sticky on my face. It drives me crazy. I don't like to be sticky. I don't like having my hand sticky. Oh, that's a horrible thing for me. Yes, it drives me insane. So, the stick, the ick. But yeah, it's just like, it just looks pretty much the same on both sides. So that's quite interesting. But this side, definitely you can see the bronzer. That side, I don't see any bronzer. I mean, maybe when I go in the bathroom, and have the better, bigger light, maybe that'll, okay, well, you know what? I can actually see a little bit in here. I can actually see it now that I put that second coat on. You can see it a little bit now that I put that second coat over the concealer. I don't like the concealer one though. I don't think so. What might be interesting is if I try it with a little skin tint instead of the concealer, because I don't trust the concealer, just made it really white. But yeah, if I can try it with a little skin tint next time, let's see what happens then, because that could be interesting. I just don't see it. I mean, I can see it a little bit now because I can see the bronzer right here, which is great. It's contouring, whatever. I don't really understand contouring, to be honest with you, because, like, my face is round, and then I'm hoping, to give my eyes a lift more, that because obviously I'm older and I have crow's feet and fine lines and wrinkles and all that stuff of being older, and that's okay because that's part of life. So we're just playing with the makeup today to figure out what the best look will be with this. So I am gonna say that buying this, well, I want to say it was $3.95. Probably not even that. It's probably $2.95. If you want to try this trend, go for it. It was cheap. This is LA Colors. I got it off of Amazon. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Yeah, LA Colors. LA Colors off of Amazon. It's Conceal It. I have lots of color corrector, mostly in oranges because I have blues and, the weird circles. I'm still, trying to find a way to cover them and make my eyes look less hollow, but I don't think it's too bad. I just, it's not like, it's good. It's not going to break the bank if you want to try it, but that doesn't seem to work really well for me. I mean, it works just as well as putting regular concealer on under my eyes, and I kind of just see like a white smudge here. Like, I mean, I could probably blend this in more too. Let's use this, because, yeah, blend it in more, blend under my eyes more, because, Robert Welsh always says that, you want your skin to be skin. You want it to only be skin, right? But for girlies with hollow eyes and dark circles, and these aren't even like not sleeping bags. I swear to God, the next person who tells me to get some sleep, I'm going to punch him in the head. I mean, obviously, I can't punch you in the head if you're over there and I'm over here, but I can still daydream about it because I will. Lots of head punches. I remember once, when I was a kid, somebody told me that it looked like my mom beat me with a wet noodle. I still to this day do not understand what that how that was supposed to mean, but okay. Sure, thanks. I've always been very self-conscious of these stupid circles, and I've had them since I was 5. And I've, been on a mission since I started getting into makeup to figure out a way to cover them up, because I know there's a God blessed way to cover these things up, right? There's got to be. But I don't see how, this is going to make it any better. I'm, not a professional makeup artist. In full transparency, I work in healthcare. So, it's not, there's no makeup involved in what I do. I work in healthcare, and I work with people who have chronic debilitating illnesses that are usually not curable. Or if they are, the people are generally too far past the stage of being cured. So, yeah. So, I'm not trying to, look my best. And I'm certainly not trying to pick anybody up because I'm not interested in all that. But, yeah, no makeup there. So, it's never been a big thing for me. So, yeah, other than, trying to cover this up because this really drives me crazy to look at. But I'm sure I'm not the only girl here because that's trying to learn how to do things to make yourself look better and feel better. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about how you feel about yourself. It's not about what other people perceive you as. So that's why I'm coming here naturally as I am. And yeah, this is driving me crazy because it's making me very, very insecure. However, that's something I need to work past. And I know that you really, Bob, out there are going to do your best to work past your stuff. So here we are on this journey together, and until next time, stay out of trouble, or at least don't do anything I would do, because then you'll stay out of trouble. But otherwise, check out some of the coolest creators for makeup and things like that. Robert and James Walsh, the Walsh twins, are just amazing for skincare and makeup. Amanda Z, I follow her to get some of her tips. There's a couple other ones I can't remember off the top of my head, who I try to pick up tips and tricks from as I go through, because everybody wants to feel their best, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day, is that you feel your best and you look happy. And I can see the contour up here. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes now. The contour is up here. Contour doesn't look too bad over here. I think it irritated my skin a little bit because it kind of hurts. And the contour is definitely bronzed over here. So we'll come back to this, and we'll come back and see what we can do next time. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.